and welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a video that's sort of just a quick one about my colouring goals, I guess, for 2021. That's for my sort of personal colouring goals about things I want to colour and, you know, learn or whatever. And also I thought I'd include a little bit about my channel goals as well. Now, if you're not familiar with my channel that well, my first video I think was June the 27th, 2020. So I was 6 months old over the Christmas break. So first of all, wow, where did 6 months go? And secondly, over the Christmas break, I also hit over 800 subscribers, which just like blows my mind. I'm not even being sort of false modest or anything. It's just like, it's boggling. I have no idea why or how or anything, but thank you if you do subscribe. All them times I say subscribe to the channel, and some of you do, so thank you all for joining me on this journey of where I am just making things up as I go along in every sense. But yeah, let's stop talking, because I do talk too much sometimes, and let's just talk about what I have planned. So from a personal colouring point of view, actually, let me just explain this book. If you've not seen, I'll put a link up in the corner. I have filmed a flip through of this. It's an organizer and colouring art journal, so basically it's a calendar, and we've got places to, you know, make notes, and there are colouring pages in it as well. I've done a full flip of that if you want to check that out, but I bought this specifically to help me get more organised, because in December in particular, obviously everything went a bit busy with Christmas and all, and I just found out that real life and juggling the channel, and like as soon as anything, you know, busy came along in my life, like things just it went to pot. So I knew then that I had to get organised. So obviously from a personal point of view, that is maybe my main goal for 2021. It's not going to be like for my life, because I'm just not that kind of organised person. It's not part of my nature. There's no point even trying at this point. Like, I'm old enough to know that I'm not going to change. But I do know that if I want to take my channel more seriously, then I have to be a bit more, you know, organised in that sense. But from a personal colouring journey, I suppose, for 21, I have a few goals. I've not written them in this yet, because I've only just done the flip through, and I didn't want to spoil the book with my scrappy handwriting, so I do have it on a scrap of paper to the side of me. But basically, for number one, obviously I want to use this and not have it just a pretty looking book. I actually want to use it, so that's my main goal. But if we're going to go into other goals for my colouring, I need to stop saying goal. I know it's a goal video, but we need to stop saying goals. It's like goal here, goal there. Too many goals. Right, so let's move on to my ambitions. What I plan to do. Let me just put that to one side. So the first one, I suppose, and probably the biggest, is I need to get more of my untouched books coloured in. Now, this is going to fit in nicely with Lavelia's Colour Your Hoard tag. If you're not familiar with Lavelia, I will put a link to her channel down below. Now, generally speaking, I am really quite good when it comes to colouring in my own books. But the main ones that fall casualty isn't actually, strictly speaking, a book. It's my Colouring Heavens. Now, I am subscribed to Colouring Heaven magazine. This comes out every 4 weeks, so there's 13 issues in a year, which means I have to colour more than one a month just to stay on track. Now, I don't always colour one a month, and last year, around this time, in fact, in 2020, I was in a colouring slump, and it was about 4 or 5 months. Let me just put something here, shall I? Let's put a Colouring Heaven here, because it's not very exciting looking at my hand. So I was in a colouring slump for like 4 or 5 months, yet these magazines kept coming, so I've just fallen behind. So I do have a lot of Colouring Heavens that are untouched and unloved, and it's definitely not because I don't like them, because I wanted this one. This was in my Amazon cart, the actual book, when this came out. This one is fantastic. This was on my Amazon wish list. This one is Criminal, that I've not coloured in it yet. So this is the Kanuko Igusa one. I love her work, absolutely adore her work. I want her books, and yet I have not coloured in the Colouring Heaven. not because I don't want to, but it's just about fitting in. And once you fall behind, it's for someone who's so slow as me, it's hard to catch up. So this is my goal. I said goal again. This is my aim, my plan, is to colour 15 in a year. Now there are 13 issues that I will get in my subscription, so that means I'm just going to catch up on 2, but I think 15 is, you know, I could set it as 20 or 25 or, you know, 26, and then that's like 2 pages of the 13 issues. But I know I won't hit that because that's just not how my brain works. So I thought I'm going to aim for 15 pictures out of Colouring Heaven magazines, which is slightly more than 1 a month. And yeah, I think that's doable. I you know, when I set goals, plans, aims for myself, I don't think there's any point in setting some massive target only for me to not be able to hit it. So I'll just go straight for I can do this. This is a realistic goal. 15 pages of Colouring Heaven next year. This year, I should say. I keep forgetting we're already in 2021. There's also a few books that I should have coloured in that haven't. I've got like 1 or 2. I mean, this is not all my books. I do have 1 or 2 more, but for the most part, these are the 3 main ones. So I've got this Creative Haven one, which has some really fantastic illustrations in. I really want to colour in it. I've not got round to it. So that I definitely want to colour in. And also these 2 books. I mean, I've got this book, and I bought it off of Amazon because I saw it on. It wasn't a lightning deal exactly, but it had a huge price drop. I'd never seen it so cheap. I was like, I'd be crazy not to buy it, even though I wasn't ready to colour in it. I'd be crazy not to buy it because I've never seen it that cheap. And consequently, I didn't colour in it because I didn't have time at the time. So yeah, I need to colour in that, and this one I need a good slap for. I need to colour in Worlds Within Worlds. This one actually has what's it called? This book belongs to page. I'll let the siren go past. Welcome to London. This does have a book belongs to page, so I'm going to do that. If you've not seen, I've got a hashtag for January. I'll link that video up in the corner, but the hashtag is my name in colour, and it's to colour all your book belongs to pages. So I might actually do that for this challenge. That's the goal, and I'll finally get something coloured in this book because I love Kerby. That's the annoying thing. I have all these books, and it's not that I don't like them. It's like I do like them. I'm just I can't fit it in, and I'm so slow. So yeah, that's the goal. So I must colour in them, especially Kerby's, because he's got a new one coming out in March, I think, as well. I need to get in for that. So yeah. The next thing that I want to aim to do is to work more in pencils. I do have a habit of using gel pens and alcohol markers, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not ashamed of that, or you know. But I do know that sometimes I get a little bit too comfortable. So that was part of the reason I did get these for Christmas, and that was one of the reasons. Oh, it's got glitter all over it. That's from where I put away the Christmas decorations. But yes, so I've got the Monarch pencils. I do have other coloured pencils. I've just got this because it still looks pretty in its case. But yeah, this year I want to do more work in pencil. Even if it's alcohol marker as a base and pencil over the top, but just more pencils in general. They need love. So that's another goal. And the last goal perhaps for colouring is to just have more embellishments, you know, be more adventurous, try new stuff, you know, stretch myself a bit. Not just on colouring techniques, but on embellishments and background. I see people do all sorts of, I don't want to say crazy because it makes it sound like I'm looking down on it. They just do really sort of imaginative things with backgrounds that I would never think of doing, and they stick things to it, and there's like different textures and all sorts of things. I'm like, and it's like, oh, well, that's really good, but I never think to do it for my own pictures. So, well, I mean, if I want to keep it nice and safe and modest, I have started using my pastels again. I did it for a few pages in December, and I'm every time I use my chalk pastels, if you've not seen these, every time I've used my chalk pastels, they I always love the effect. I just need to use them more. So in this set, you just get, this is a super cheap budget set if you're ever looking for budget chalk pastels. So they come in this little thing, 64, and you just scrape off a little bit and rub it in. I use Q-tips, cotton buds, you know, those little cotton balls, anything like that. Your finger, anything works for these things. And yeah, but they do produce a really nice effect. So I want to use more pastels. And obviously I want to use more Mod Podge, which I've just discovered recently, and I'm just going a bit crazy already, so that won't need any encouragement. But I've got these things like these glitter paints, which I bought, and the only thing really I've done with them is swatch them. It's criminal. I need to, so you know, I could have used them, I don't know, I don't even know. I'm just like, I need to use these things because they are so cool. And this, I've had this for a while. So this is a foil thing. I think you use it for card making and things like that. You know, you get a little glue pen and then you glue over something and then you rub the foil on top and peel it back and you're left with foil on your page. And I tried using this and I did some testing with it. And to be honest, I kind of struggled getting it to, it would lay down, but it would like, it wasn't very good. And I think really it just needs me to persevere. You know, I need to try these things. And if it goes wrong once, I need to not give up with what I'm trying. So that's what I mean by stretching myself and trying new stuff, you know, and new techniques. I just need to not give up on being adventurous. I'm quite, you know, adventurous in many things in my pictures. If something goes wrong in my picture, generally I don't mind. So I don't know why I am sort of so reserved about backgrounds. Maybe because it's always the last stage and things like that. You think if you're happy with your picture and then you mess your background up at the end, you've ruined, it's all been for nothing. So maybe there's a psychological thing. Maybe I should do embellishments and backgrounds first and colour my picture last, and then maybe I won't be so you know, reticent about trying new things there. But yeah, I'd really like to try some of these some more. But yeah, so that is my personal, oh no, there is another couple of personal things. Let me get that off because that's probably shining and being really annoying. But the other thing I would like to do is try more grayscale, because I do really enjoy grayscale, but I don't do enough of it. And then buddy colours. I'd put out an offer there, I will do a buddy colour with you, but I know what I'm like. I can do buddy colours, but I need to keep the amount of people I do them with small, because near the end of last year I had 4 buddy colours in 1 month and my head nearly exploded from like the pressure, even though I know not a single person would be like, oh my god, you haven't finished your page. They wouldn't care, they'd be like, fine, let's do it next month. But it was the pressure I put on myself. So I think I want to do buddy colours, but I'm probably only going to keep it to 1 or 2, maybe 3 in a month. But beyond that, I need to behave myself and not go wild. But yeah, let me know if you're interested in a buddy colour. And, you know, sounds silly, I'll put you on a wait list. When I think I can do it without my head exploding, we'll do a buddy colour. So let me know in the comments if you are interested in the buddy colour for 2021. And last thing perhaps is I want to fine-tune my colouring book collections. At the moment I'm a bit of a shoot from the hip type of person, in that I'll see something and I'll like, oh, that looks good, and that'll be at the top of my wish list, and then I'll buy it. What happens is if there's a lot of things like that, my wish list grows and grows and grows and grows, and the things that I really liked before, they kind of all get pushed down. And especially familiar artists, so there's people like Camelia Anjkova, Jade Summer, who else? Johanna Basford even. I'm a huge Johanna Basford fan. I don't have all her books, because I always think, oh, I'll get that next time. I'll put that off and I'll buy this, and then next time. Camelia Anjkova, her books are so cheap. And I put off buying them sometimes. My basket, you know, when I check out, I'd be like, no, that's too much money. oh, I'll take off these couple of Camellia's books because they're cheap. I can just get them next time because they're cheap. And then, but next time I'm in the exact same position where I cull things from my basket. So I'm just going to focus more on getting some of these artists and publishers that I know I like. Colour Quest, more Creative Haven books. I have like 3 Creative Haven books. I don't know why I don't have more. Their books are they're like £4.50. It's crazy that I get so cheap about the cheap books. So yeah. Oh, and books with black backgrounds. Even though I always trip over saying the words black backgrounds. I love books with black backgrounds, so I'll be getting more of those. I'm going to look out for those. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say about my colouring goals. I will play with this Mod Podge. Let's talk about channel goals. So, well, I've commented about the book, the organiser, the planner. That's the prime reason why I did get the planner. Should we have something that's more interesting than Mod Podge? Let's put Kerby there. And remind ourselves what this book looks like and what I've been missing out on. So basically, I know I need more structure with my channel. I just, again, like with my books, I shoot from the hip. I make a video of the last thing I thought of virtually. I do have a list of things on scraps of paper. It's terrible. It's just unorganised. And then every now and again I'll cross one out. But then I'll just do the last thing I thought of. So I need to get better with that. I need to maybe not go this route of 1 week I'll post 5 videos and the next week I'll post 2 videos and the week after that it'll be 4 videos and the week after that it's 1 video. Do you know what I mean? I just, I make it harder for myself by just being all over the place. So that is an idea. I maybe set myself a schedule to have like 3 videos a week, and if I go above that, fine, but it's got to be for a special occasion, a strong reason, and not just like fickle whim, of which I have lots of fickle whim. Obviously another goal is to maybe look a bit more professional. I say professional, I'm never going to be professional, but you've heard me whine about my lighting, so I'm going to work on maybe getting some lighting set up, and then I don't have to rely on the window, which, every time a cloud goes past, the camera freaks out. So yeah, things like that I want to improve on. More colour and chats. I would like to do more colour and chats. I've been doing colour alongs, which in a way are colour and chats, but they are so time consuming to both film and to edit. And whilst I do have a core base of people that follow along on the colour alongs, which is fantastic and I love it, and don't get me wrong, I'm not stopping doing it. There will be more colour alongs, but it's about finding the balance. And because anybody who doesn't have the book isn't interested in these colour alongs, so it's quite a selective piece of content. So what I want to do, I thought, is if I do some colour and chats, then people will just, if they have the picture, they want to colour along, they can colour along the chat. They can just listen to the chat if they want company, and it's a way to be on colouring on camera more, because that's what occurred to me, that a lot of the times when I'm on camera, apart from the colour alongs, I don't do many colour and chats because I'm not very comfortable doing them, to be honest, but I'm getting better. I am getting better, I think. But I need to do more colouring on camera, and I think that would be good for me because that stretches me as well. It's out of my comfort zone. What if something goes wrong? What do I have to say? So yeah, more colour and chats. If you like those, more of them are coming. What else do I have? Yeah, and also I want to do more of the painting by numbers and the diamond painting stuff. Obviously that is always going to be a smaller part of my channel than the other adult colouring, but maybe, maybe have a fixed 1 video a fortnight or something about that, because obviously they're bigger projects as well, but just to get that more in a schedule as opposed to just some random thing I toss in. Yeah, and I think really that's it. I mean, I could mention the fact, I did mention before at the start of the video that I had hit the 800 subscribers mark over Christmas. Obviously, I've got that big 1000 dangling in front of me. I don't want to focus on that too much because, you know, that's not what drives me with the channel. It doesn't help though that my kind of personality is to wow, really, another siren? Hang on, I'll let him go past. Okay, there was an ambulance. So, oh, what was I saying? Oh yes, so if you're a YouTuber, you know that at your back end, so to speak, you have this area. Basically, it gives you a countdown. Saying what you have to, you know, it's like a goal. I mean, they may as well just put a big red button in front of me and say do not push, because all I want to do is push it. Right? That's the type of scenario. Don't open the box. I'd be terrible as Pandora. Like, don't open the box. I've got to open the box. Don't press the button. I want to press the button. Get 1000 subscribers and 4000 watch hours. I want to hit it. I'm not going to lie, I want to hit it because, you know, they keep dangling it in front of me. But I'm trying not to think about it because that is not, you know, the minute you start thinking about just subscribers and not the content, then it's just all going to go to hell. So, but I will mention it because obviously I do want to do it. Obviously then as well we can have advertising, which, you know, is obviously a pain in the bum. To sit through an advert. I don't like it. You won't like it. Nobody likes watching adverts. I mean, it's usually dull. But it would be a way to support the channel. Obviously, when you get a channel, you find yourself thinking about content and what you can put up as content. And obviously, a major throttle to new content can be paying for things. So I'm not going to pretend it does. You know, it costs money. So if we can make even a few pennies from a bit of advertising, and that's an extra video this year, 2021, then, you know, to my mind, just do it. The other nice thing about if we get 1000 subscribers is it does open up the community tab, which means I would actually have a way to talk to you in text as opposed to just replying to your comments, which I'm terrible at, by the way. I'm really sorry if I haven't replied to your comments from last week. I will get there eventually. I'm just a slowpoke. Like everything I do in my life, I'm slow at. So I will answer your comments. I do read them all. I just don't necessarily reply straight away. I try and do them in batches. But yeah, anyway, that I've gone into a bit of a rabbit warren of chatting about all sorts of nonsense. So I will end this video now before it gets dark on me, because remember, I don't have any lighting. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're still here. Obviously, give me a thumbs up. But let me know if you are still here, what kind of content you would be interested in seeing on the channel as well. Because that's another thing. When you get a channel, you don't just think about what you want to put on the channel. You start to think about what your subscribers would want to see. And you're no exception. I want you to be happy here. So let me know what kind of things you like to see on YouTube channels. Colour and chats, colour alongs, book reviews, hauls, or something I haven't even thought of. Let me know what kind of content you like to watch. No guarantees, because, you know, I have to enjoy doing it as well. But, you know, obviously if we can get our ideas to align, then we can make some videos. Keep everybody happy. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. And I need to stop saying I've noticed is my thing of 2021. It's because I'll stop saying as I say. Yeah. Alright, I'm going now. Take care. Bye for now.